Hi guys, my name is Mariah. This is my first YouTube video ever, so bear with me if I'm like nervous. I'm a little shy. But yeah, this is my first YouTube video ever. Since I was like 16 or 17, I've been watching YouTube videos. It's just like hair tutorials, makeup tutorials, and just like family. And ever since then, I've been inspired to make a channel. I just never did until now. And yeah, this video is gonna be a Q&A. So this past week, I asked on Instagram if anybody wants to ask me questions, and I got a couple questions in. So I'll be reading them and answering them. But yeah, just a little background about me. I'm from Corpus, that is my hometown. Currently, I live in Killeen, Texas. My husband is in the Army, so this is where he's stationed at. And Corpus and Fort Killeen are not that far. It's just 4 hours away. So we're very lucky to be close to home and family. But yeah, that's where it's a little background behind me, about me. And let's just jump in right into the questions. Okay, so the first one is gonna be story of how y'all met. So my husband and I met in December of 2017. We met at a party. I think it was like a week before Christmas. And we met at a house party. I remember, I think it was during the week actually. It was like during Christmas break. And my friend had invited me to a party. And at first I was like, no, like I'm just gonna stay home, you know, stay in bed and like relax. And I ended up not staying home. I actually went out, and yeah, when I was on my way to the party, I had texted my friend. I was like, hey, like when I get there, come and get me, so I don't like walk into the party, you know, by myself and look all weird. And she's like, okay, just, you know, let me know when you get here. So I'm on the way to the party, and I text her when I pull up, I park, I'm like, hey, I'm outside, like come and get me. She's like, okay, I'm gonna send my friend out there. And when she said friend, I thought like she was gonna send like another girl to come and get me or something. And it turns out it was not. It was actually Noah. And I was just like thinking in my head, I was like, who is this dude? Like, what if he like kidnaps me? At first I was like, who is this guy like walking towards my car? And I was like, I called my friend back. I was like, hey, like, is this your friend? Like, I don't want to like get out if it's not. And she's like, yeah, like come inside. He's gonna like walk you in. I was like, okay. So I let him, and I walk in and find my friends. I'm like, hey, like who is that? She's like, that's my friend Noah. I was like, okay. So like we end up just like, you know, doing our own thing throughout the night. And then it was like in the middle of the party, I think my friend came up to me and was like, hey, like go talk to my friend, like he's cool, like he wants to like talk to you. And I was like, no, like I'm not like interested in talking to anyone right now. And she was like, just go do it. I was like, fine. Well, I don't know if I said fine. I think he like came up to me. Actually, I don't quite remember. I think he came up to me and we just like ended up talking the whole night. And I remember the first night we left the party early to go get Whataburger. And if y'all don't know, Whataburger is my favorite restaurant or fast food place ever. So I was just like, hey, like, or I think he asked me. No, I was already drunk, and I said, hey, let's go get Whataburger, I'm hungry. And he took me, and sure enough, you know, so we just end up talking that night at Whataburger. We were like talking forever. And then I think the following night there was another house party that we went to, and we just like end up like talking there. And literally like the first night I met him, it was just like in like instant connection. Like we just like clicked like that. Like we got along so well, and it was just like so easy to talk to him. So I think that's why like we were like so good together, and we end up like just being like really good friends. We started off, I would say, as friends until like probably like a month and a half later we're like, I don't know, like the talking stage is like weird, you know, girls, if y'all know me, or if y'all know, you know, like the talking stage is like weird, like you don't know what to call it. But yeah, I would say we started off as like friends, and then it just like grew into like something serious. And yeah, that's how we met. We met at a party, and the rest is history. But the next question is, how has married life been? So, married life has been, for the ones that don't know, I am married. We got married a year ago, last year in June. And yeah, married life has been good. It's been treating us good. We're just living our best lives ever, literally. I wake up to my best friend every single day. It's the best thing ever. 10/10 would recommend. But yeah, we're just enjoying life, enjoying every day with each other as much as we can, you know, before kids come and like our lives just, you know, get crazier. But yeah, married life is good. And yeah, that's it. So the next question is married life any different from dating since y'all are younger? I would definitely say it is different, just because, like, you know, you're going from like boyfriend to girlfriend to like being married. Like, you're with this person, you know, for the rest of your life. Like, it's forever now. I mean, it's not like a huge change because, you know, like, you know, we've been together so for like 3 years already. So it's not that much of a difference, you know. It's just, of course, like now, you know, we like wake up to each other every day, we see each other every day, we're with each other every day. So that's like the only thing that's different compared to, like, you know, being boyfriend and girlfriend. You only, you know, only if like you live together, then yeah. But when we were just dating, we weren't living together, obviously. I was at my parents' house, and he was actually stationed here in Killeen. So he would just travel down on the weekends to like visit. And yeah, so I mean, the only thing that's different is just like financial stuff now. Like, you know, you like have to like be like a grown-up about that. Like, you just gotta be smart, you know. So that's the only thing I would say that is different. Just like now, making choices, you know, together, making those right and smart choices together, just like, you know, financially. And yeah, you know, I'm 22, he's 21, so I feel like it's kind of hard at times to make like grown ass decisions that like you've never had to make before. But like, other than that, like, you know, I would say, you know, it's still the same. Nothing really changed besides, like I said, living together and just making decisions together now. You know, it's just not like you and by yourself. So yeah. So the next question is, how is it being a military wife? Being a military wife is definitely hard, stressful, and lonely at times. So the job that my husband has is, his schedule is just like the worst, like literally the worst. He only probably has like 2 or 3 off days during the whole entire week. And it's just really hard because like you really don't spend any time together. Like so like I work a full-time job, so his schedule right now is he works overnight, so he'll go in from like 8 to 6, and I work a job from 7 to 5. So literally when he's coming home from work, I'm leaving to go to work, and then when I'm coming home from work, he's leaving to work. So we only have like 2 hours together, you know, at the end of the day when I get home from work, just to like talk and like spend time with each other. And like, it's just so hard because like his schedule changes like every like 3 months. So like recently, like for 3 months I had dinner by myself, and that was pretty lonely. I was just eating dinner with me and my dog. And so yeah, at times it does get lonely, just because, you know, you don't have no one here. I mean, of course, like I have like friends and stuff, but you know, when you're lonely, like, you know, you want to like call your family and be like, hey, like come over and stuff. But you know, in this case I can't, so it's just me. But most of the time, you know, I'm just home doing just like little like arts and crafts, or like I'll just like watch Netflix or just lay in bed. Literally, probably most of the time when my husband is at work, I just lay in bed and watch YouTube videos, or probably just like sleep. I sleep a lot. But yeah, it's definitely hard. And I would say stressful because his job is just like, well, it's the Army first of all. So, you know, things are literally constantly changing. Like, he can be off tomorrow, but they'll call him and be like, hey, like, you need to get your ass over here and work. Like, literally, like, you can never like plan stuff ahead because the Army. But yeah, I would say, I mean, I love being, you know, I love being a wife. I'm not too sure a military wife. I'm just playing. Yes, I love, you know, I'm blessed just to be living here and stuff, you know. And yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to say. I would just say it's just like very hard for like wives because, you know, when they get deployed and stuff, that's what's really hard and stressful because you're by yourself and like literally like you go from like days and like nights being with your like your spouse, your husband, and then like one day like they go and leave and like you don't see them for like a year or like 9 months depending like how long the deployment is. So that's what I would say is like the most hardest thing about being like a military wife. And other than that, you know, it's just like I don't know. I feel like you just gotta like just roll with it, you know, whatever the Army tells your husband to do, you just gotta be like, all right, you know, with them. And yeah, so I love it. I love, you know, being a military wife. I'm proud of him and all he's accomplished, you know. And yeah. And the next question is, when do y'all, there's only 2 more questions. So this next question is, when do y'all plan to have kids? So we plan to have kids after our wedding, and our wedding is January 16th of next year. So literally in like 2 months. We are already married, but we got married in the courthouse, and this time we're Catholic, so we're gonna get married in a church, and we're gonna have like a big wedding with our family there. And we plan to have kids after the wedding. So literally like in 4 or 3 months. But yeah, that's not too far. So stick around and maybe I'll be pregnant in like 3 months. Who knows? Just kidding. And the last question is, compare y'all's workout routine. So our workout routine, I would say, is similar to each other's, kind of. So right now I'm happy with the weight that I am. I don't have no problem, you know, with it. So right now I just try to tone my arms, my abs definitely, and, you know, grow the glutes. And then my husband's workout is mostly, I would say he lifts weights too. But the only thing about him is that he does cardio a lot because of the Army. The Army makes them run every day. And yeah, I do cardio probably like 3 times out of the whole week. So Monday through Friday I'll work out, and like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday I'll do cardio, just because I noticed when I was working out, like, and this was mostly like last year when I was working out, I would do cardio every single day. I probably did it for 20 minutes, and I lost so much weight, and I was just like, I just didn't like how I looked, and so I cut my cardio down. So now I just do it 3 times a day, and yeah. And that is all the questions for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you stick around and follow me or subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you want to see more of, like makeup tutorials, hair tutorials. I'll probably definitely be doing like a day in the life with me, like taking y'all on my day. That's probably kind of like the videos I'll be making. And if you want more Q&As, just let me know. You can let me know on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, just like DM me or let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you.